Hi, welcome to the U-Haul Technical Center in Tempe, Arizona. My name is Stuart, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to hook up a U-Haul brake trailer to your vehicle. What is a brake trailer? How do I know if I have one? Well, a brake trailer is a trailer that's equipped with brakes. All U-Haul trailers that have dual axles are equipped with brakes. This one is one of them. This is an auto transport. Also, generally speaking, our big trailers are the ones with brakes. So if you have a big trailer, it's got dual axles, this video is for you. Another way to know is if you have this contraption on the tongue portion of your trailer. This is the surge brake. The final way that you'll know is if you have 3 chains at the front of your trailer. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you how to use all of these. And I also want you to keep in mind that this is just an overview of the basic procedures. However, if you're going to perform this operation yourself, I need you to go to uhaul.com and download the user's instructions. There are other steps that are necessary that you need to know about before you attempt this operation. However, this video is going to give you a pretty darn good idea of what you need to do to get down the road. So, to not waste your time, here we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your car. In our case, we have a beautiful 2009 Ford Flex, which I've already backed up to the trailer, and I've got my hitch ball located directly under my coupler. This is a lot easier if you got 2 people or if you have one of those fancy backup cameras. But in either case, you need to get the ball right underneath the coupler. Next thing you need to do is go to your tongue jack and back it down to where the coupler rests 100% on the ball. Now, once you've got the weight of the trailer on the hitch ball, you need to keep turning this tongue jack so that the foot of the tongue jack, which is right here, sucks up all the way to the underside of the tongue. How do you know when you've got it enough, got it high enough? When it won't go anymore. I need you to get it all the way there. All right, there we are. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to secure the ball to the trailer coupler. And the way you do that is you take your hand and you put it flat like this, and you reach underneath here, and you'll find that there's part of this contraption that is spring-loaded. And I want you to push it up, and kind of, you'll feel the pressure of the spring. Then you're going to take your thumb, and you're going to bring it around here and depress this small lever. This lever depressed, and once you got the spring engaged, you'll take your other hand, and you'll tighten it down. We call this the hand wheel. I want you to tighten the hand wheel down as much as physically possible. It is impossible to over-tighten this. So keep tightening it till you can't tighten it anymore. There we go. Nice and tight. Next thing we're going to secure is our safety chains. The safety chains will ensure that the trailer will stay attached to your vehicle in the event of something catastrophic, a collision, or something freakish like that. And that's going to keep you, your fellow drivers, and other people on the roadway safe in the event of something bad like that. So, how do we do that correctly? Well, the safety chains are the 2 chains that are kind of located near the front of the trailer in parallel. Not the one that's running over the top, not this chain, the other 2 chains. They're going to be side by side. I want you to take the one on the right, throw it over to the left, take the one on the left, throw it over to the right. I want you to cross these chains. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take each chain and you're going to make sure it has this rubber retaining strap. If your safety hook, which is this part of the chain, your safety hook doesn't have this rubber strap, I need you to ask about it. Go to U-Haul location and get yourself one. They should be able to provide this for you. Once you've got that, you take the right chain, or the left chain, you put it on the right side of the hitch. Every hitch has some hole like this, and they're all different, but this is a good example of about an average configuration. You're going to take the chain, hook first, and you're going to run it through the hole. Then I want you to take the hook and attach it to itself in this way. Then the rubber retaining strap goes up over the end of the hook and make sure that the hook can't come loose during the course of normal operation. You're going to then do that again for the right-sided chain in the left hole. Now, depending on the configuration of your hitch, you may have a lot of slack. This is something you want to avoid. You want to take as much slack as you can out of this chain. The reason is you don't want it to drag on the ground. Even if you attach it way back up here and you still think you have too much slack, one technique you can do is you can twist the chain. That will help take some of the slack out. If I can find it here. There you go. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other side. I'm going to engage or feed it through itself. Take my rubber strap and close it off, secure it to itself. There we go. That takes care of the safety chain. You have one more chain on this trailer. It's this chain, we call it the brake chain. And what this chain will do, when engaged, meaning if I pull hard enough here, and I have to pull very hard to do that. I can't do that by myself. I have to have a tool to do this. It's so difficult. When it pulls this way, it engages the brake. Why does this chain here? Is that, again, in the event of something catastrophic, and the trailer gets separated from your car, this chain is going to flip up this pedal, and engage the brake so that the brakes on the trailer stop the trailer from moving. So that's why it's so important. What you're going to want to do is attach this chain somehow to your hitch in a very similar manner to the safety chain. The only difference is that it needs to be a little bit tighter. In fact, it must be tighter slack-wise than these safety chains. We've built in a spring here that modulates tension on this chain specifically. The purpose of which is so that you can feel comfortable with getting this chain pretty much as tight as you can, something like this, as you allow. Now, here we go. We're going to do this. Attach it to the hitch just like we did the safety chain, except I think we're going to run into a little problem here. Many cars, you can feed it through the same hole as you fed the safety chains through. If your car isn't like that and you don't have the room, no problem. What I need you to do is go to your U-Haul location and ask for this. We call this a quick link, but it's basically just a chain link that has a threaded open and close system on it. So what you're going to be able to do with this chain is you're going to be able to take it and feed it through a portion of the chain, and then feed it through the hole. And I've made it very difficult to see here, of course, but you're going to engage the threads on this link until they're fully engaged. You will probably need a set of pliers or a wrench or some other tool to do this. For this video, I'm going to leave it as it is, although if I were going to tow with this trailer, I would make sure that I tighten this further with a wrench. With the excess chain, make sure you get it so that it won't hang. In this case, I'm going to attach it to itself again. And last thing we need to do is make sure that we have our wiring connected. Every U-Haul trailer is equipped with what's called a four-way flat. This is a four-way flat, this connector. Like I said, every U-Haul trailer has this connector, and it's also a very common connector for lots of trailers and towing systems. Many cars, especially newer cars, are equipped with an adapter on the near the hitch or part of the hitch system that will accept this connection right away. Some don't, and if yours is one of those, you can buy all kinds of towing adapters at uhaul.com or at your friendly local U-Haul dealer or center. But here we're going to show how this four-way flat goes into this Ford Flex. Most U-Haul trailers have a variable amount of slack to accommodate all sorts of car seats, towing systems. But basically you want to connect the wiring to the car in a way just like the chains, that there's enough slack so when the trailer moves back and forth, it won't pull itself apart. On the other hand, you don't want to have too much slack so that it drags to the ground. So I've got about the right amount of slack here. I have a handy-dandy light, so hopefully this will make it a little easier for the camera to see this part of the operation. But basically, it's plug and play. You're going to take this plug and insert it into the car's corresponding adapter, and I'm going to plug it in, there we go, so that it's a nice and tight fit, and tugs like this aren't going to make the wiring disconnect. This is very important because this does your brake lights, your turn signals, and other safety lights, clearance lights, you may hear them called. But this is going to make sure that your trailer, just like the rest of it, make sure that you have a safe connection and that you're ready to tow. Again, if you want to do this by yourself, it's no problem, but I need you to download, read, understand, and follow the user's guides and user's instructions that are available to anyone on uhaul.com. Other than that, I hope you have a great trip. Thanks a lot.